goodness me, it's another Just 5 Mins. Um, a little bit of a couple of weeks hiatus. I'm sure you missed me. But anyway, if you did or if you didn't, it's okay. Um, Life gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? Anyway, what have we got today? Well, we've got the rise of the AI specific hardware, devices that apparently are going to make your life a lot easier. But are they? Hmm. Okay. Well, the first one, and before I even go into this one, I think it's a little bit unfair because it's like everything when you're trying to make a splash in, I don't know, disrupt an already existing market or whatever it might be. The first attempts are always going to be a little bit bumpy, probably. Um, but anyway, the first one I've got is the Humane AI pin. Okay. Um, I'll put the links below anyway, but these are a couple of ex-Apple engineers, I believe, or from Apple. And it had a lot of hype, as they always do, for the last, I don't know, year possibly. But it's essentially like a brooch, is the best way, or I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, basically, it's got like a magnetic clip that you can put on your clothes, and anyway, it's a small looking little device. Probably what a couple of um, what is it? Probably, I don't know, 100 cent, no, 100, I don't know what. You go and have a look at the link. I'm trying to work out the size. Um, but anyway, certainly not that big. And the idea is it's meant to sort of replace your phone. Okay, so it's a device that will let you record stuff, talk to it, find out stuff, make calls, because it does have essentially a SIM card in it, so you can make calls. But the novel feature that it's got is it's essentially a laser. Um, don't worry, you're not going to burn your hands off, I don't think. But anyway, it's like a laser to transmit the words, letters and whatever onto your palm of your hand, and it can pick up gestures from your hand. So it's got a really good idea. But when it sort of came out to the masses just recently, it's got slated quite a bit. For things like the battery life is nowhere near what people want, and it's been overheating, and essentially it's had a bit of bad rap. I mean, given the fact that it's 699 US dollars, I don't know about UK or elsewhere in the world, and then there's something like a $24 a month subscription because you're paying for essentially a SIM card and all the rest of it. So it's a little bit steep. Maybe it's just one of those things that needs to develop a little bit. I mean, you look at like the original iPhone, it was a breakthrough for sure, but compared to like maybe two or three versions of the iPhone later, it looks like a toy. Some people are going to be angry with that, I can tell. Anyway, that's the Humane AI pin. It's a wearable device essentially, but the other one, and I signed up for this um, a little while ago, excuse me, and was called Rewind AI, and it was just software. It was only available on I think iOS at the time, and that's why I signed up, because apparently they were going to release a Windows version or an Android version or whatever. So I thought, okay, and it's meant to record all the things you do, or Mac OS as well, sorry, all the things you do so that you can actually literally rewind, and it would, oh, I did that, and then I went to that meeting or whatever. But I think very cleverly, I think, re not re well, yeah, they have rebranded themselves, actually, sorry, called Limitless. So it was called Rewind.ai, it's now called Limitless.ai. But ironically, they've got all the software, so it can still do things like check when your meetings are and everything else, and it'll summarize things using AI and all that sort of stuff. And But what they've actually done, I think, is very clever. Riding on the wave of these sort of AI devices, they've created like a pendant, and it's a really small little um, unit, much smaller than actually the Humane AI pin. Okay, and it's like a little magnet thing. You can clip it on top of your jumper at the top near the neckline, or on a shirt or a jacket, but it's small, really small. It doesn't have any of the flashy laser transmission-y screen things and whatnot. Um, but again, it can record things that you're doing throughout the day. Now, there's obviously a privacy thing there. They've got a whole thing. I'm not going to go into it now, but you can read and make your own mind up. But the privacy side of things seems to be very, very good. But also, it's got a clever feature. So if you're in a meeting, like when you record a Teams meeting or a Zoom meeting or whatever, it'll come up with um, a notice saying you're being recorded. Are you okay with this, and all the rest of it, the usual thing. Well, the limitless pendant has actually got the similar sort of thing. It can actually highlight a voice and actually say, yeah, you're authorized to be recorded. So somebody, if you're talking to someone, you can say, look, can we record this because I want to refer to it? Yeah, no problem. All they have to do is say, yep, I authorize, or a sentence or something, and it picks up that voice signature and will only record you and that other person. So if there's another 10 people in the room, it won't record their voice. So I don't know. I'm a little bit in the middle with these things, of course. I like the idea of trying to remember stuff because I've got a shocking memory. Um, but I I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to go like to what, nearly $700 to get the Humane AI pin. I think it's a great idea. I think it's got a bad rap at the moment. It's probably going to get better, and there's probably going to spark off like everything when you're breaking in new ground here. But the limitless AI pendant, I have to say, $99. I forgot to mention. So $99 is not that bad, is it? Um, so I think I would be more up for spending $99 to test that out. But it does seem to have quite a lot of utility. But anyway, let us know. You can have a look at the links below anyway. I've gone way over 5 minutes as usual. It's a bit of a joke, 5 minutes, isn't it? But anyway, there we are. So hopefully until next time, take care, and we'll catch you literally in the next episode.